Alright guys, so we're doing a tutorial on Les Cendres du Mal. I think I nailed that for once. It's not a terribly hard Easter egg. It's just a little confusing at a certain point, and even we got confused, but hopefully we can clear it up for you. Not too many steps, but again, it just gets confusing later on. So the first thing you gotta know is that there's actually two different spawns. This is probably the better spawn, so to say. Just because it's a little easier to get to where you need to, but the other spawn's in speed, which is all the way over there. Jason and I are basically just going to fight our way through, but basically our first goal here, and for you guys as well, is probably just open up all the doors before you really do anything, before you start the Easter egg. Alright guys, so Jason and I just opened up all the main parts except for power. We'll show you that in a second. Jason's just going to train the zombie real fast. The first step of the Easter egg is we're going to get all 4 fuses, which pretty easy. You need these before you turn on power, so we might as well grab them now. So if, again, this is the starting point, we're going to take a right, go into this library back here. Here's the first fuse. All right, so after that first fuse, we're going to go over here, take a right. Here's Mule Kick, Mystery Box. This isn't the same location every time, so don't think it's going to be here the first time. Here's the second fuse. We're going to keep going through here, take a left. The next fuse is right here. And the third fuse is if you take a left, it's right here on this wheelchair. Now, this is the side that we said was the other spawn. So if you go over here, here's the S-Cargo, which is actually a weapon I'm going to get. It's a really good starter weapon. We go up here. This is where Speed Cola is and where the other spawn is, as I said. The only reason I want to show you this is because if you take a left, there's a door here that goes to the opposite side of where we got that last fuse. Don't open this one just because there's really no point. It doesn't help you in any way. You can get to the other side of it. Eventually there's going to be a soul box here, so you kind of just want to keep this closed just to make it a little easier. But yeah, so now Jason and I are just going to work towards power, and then we'll move on to the next step of the Easter egg. So guys, we're back in this room where the third fuse was. We're actually going to grab the shield part here, and then the second shield part is over here, which is the last two. There's actually one more location that it could spawn, and we'll show you that later. We're actually not there yet. But we're going to take a left. We're going to open this. We're going to go downstairs, and this is where you place your 4 fuses. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually have to hit it 4 times. Turn on power. Boom. And now we're pretty much onto like the first big step of the Easter egg. We do have to open a couple more doors. I think Jason's going to come down here and open this one. And then we're pretty much good to go. If that was the power room over there, we just came here. We're just opening everything. So this gun it's a Galil. It's going to be really good later on. So we're going to buy that. And also if you come this way, this is another big room. Here's your jugs. And then sometimes there's a shield part right here as well. If you can't find it. But right now, we can actually move on to the next step of the Easter egg, which is finding the balls, or the, well, I guess I could have used a better word for for that. But we're finding the summoning keys, specifically. So if this is the power room, we're going to go upstairs. We're going to come over here. You're going to see it here. You're going to knife it, and it's going to disappear. Now we have to go to the next location, which is back at Quick Revive. And it's right here next to Quick Revive. And the last one is back where we got the S-Cargo. So if here's the S-Cargo, it's right in this corner. Boom. Now, 3 soul boxes are going to appear. You got this one in the Mule Kick room, and then this one back in spawn. These aren't hard. The hardest one's probably the S-Cargo one. But since we have that door closed, on that left, that one that I told you to keep closed, it's not too bad. So Jason's just going to kill that zombie, and then we'll plow through those, and then we'll move on to the next step. This one's done, and the way you know is it rises off the ground. If you jump, you can actually get a free weapon out of it. It's not exactly the best weapon, but it's better than nothing if that's what you're running with. You usually get the Essex, which isn't a bad gun. It's just not the best gun in the world. All right, sweet.
One of these is all I need.
Oh, I got a Spitfire. Let's go. That's a good one. You can buy the Spitfire. I'll actually show you where it is just because it is a good gun. It's probably the next thing you want to get after the S-Cargo. It's right in this center room. Right here in the corner. Really good weapon. It's only, oh, I don't know how much it is because now I have it. I think it's only like 13. All right, guys. So we just completed all 3 soul boxes. Now we're going to go back downstairs. We're going to go here and we're going to knife This one back in the power room. What it's going to do is it's going to break this wall, give you Hell's Retriever. Yeah. I always mix up Redeemer and Retriever. It's whatever. I'm over it. It doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really help you with the Easter egg at all, but it is part of the Easter egg, so just make sure you do it. I didn't really get to use my escargot, which is a shame, but I would arguably say that an MK2 is kind of better. But we got to do something with it. So now we have to find these purple balls on the map. They're kind of hard to see. There's actually one right here, if you can see it. But again, they're hard to see because the map's pretty dark, but you just shoot it with your ray gun. 3 times the charm. And again, there's 5 of them. We'll show you the locations. So there's that one right there. The next one is in Mule Kick. It's right here on this wheelchair, right when you walk in. The next one is in the escargot room, outside the window. This one could be a bitch to find. So you're in the power room. It's actually right here. It blends in quite nicely with the electricity. And then the last one, we're going to go through this like shower area, through here, all the way to this portal that we can't activate yet. It's right here on the banister. And that's the 5th one. Now, when you go to these pianos, there's 3 of them on the map. It's going to say play piano. It actually does this beforehand, but now we have to do it in a specific order. So the first one is actually in the hallway by double tap. So basically across from the escargot. So we're back. If this is the Spitfire, we take a left. Right there's the escargot. Jason just got rocked, dude. What happened there?
I got stuck in a
Oh, you didn't want to kill it? Okay. So if this is the escargot room, we're going to take a left. We're going to go over here. We're going to take a right. This is the door I told you not to open. We're going to hit this piano. It'll make the key sounds. Now, if here's Mule Kick, we're going to go straight, take a left. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, yep, right here. Boom, there's the second one. So through power. Get away. No. Gonna go straight up. Someone literally just followed me. Thank you. Alexander Hollister, who's...
How long is this soda?
I'm not even streaming, but thank you. All right, so we're in the Jugs room. It's right across from Jugs right here, and that's the 3rd and final piano. Now that we've done the 3 pianos, we got to go back outside. Now, we got some explaining to do. Okay, guys, we are back in spawn. Now, this altar is going to pop out of the ground. This is where things get confusing. So, what's going to happen is... Hold on, we're waiting for the little ball to come on down. This changes the world. So what this does is it allows you to open Pack-a-Punch. Now, okay, let me explain this as best as I can. So when you hit this, Pack-a-Punch is going to open. So you have to go through the portal on the other side of the map, and Pack-a-Punch will be there. The only way to change the world back, because it's either Pack-a-Punch or perks, not both. So the only way to change the world back is by hitting this altar and then flipping it after the round. So you have to finish a round every time you want to change it. So we're actually going to change it now. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm going to get some perks right now just because I don't think I'm going to go down for a while. Just tooting my horn. But then we're going to change the world and we're going to go back to the Easter egg. So give me 1 sec. I'm going to get the necessity. So I'm just going to get Jugs and double tap. I don't need speed right now. We can get that later. And then, honestly, that's really all you're going to need for this map. So for those of you wondering, if the S-car goes over here, double tap is actually in the corner over here to the left. All right, while we're here, guys, if this is the center, I know this is a little off, but we're here, might as well. If you come over here in the double tap room, this is where you build the zombie shield. Hopefully you guys have found those parts if your parts were different than ours, but yeah. So while I'm here, as you can see, this teleporter is now open. We'll go in there in a second, but boom, Jugs. And I actually have enough for speed, so I might as well buy it now. Alright guys, so I have all my perks. This is the last zombie. I'm going to distort the world. So right now it does nothing. But once I kill this zombie, it's going to act like a teleporter. Now, before Jason and I actually do any of the Easter egg, we're going to get it down to 1 zombie again, just because we're going to be doing a lot of running around. And we can actually bang out 2 main Easter egg steps here right now. So, again, we're just going to whittle the wave down, and we'll see you at the end. All right, so Jason and I have the last 3 zombies. We're actually going to go through the teleporter to Pack-a-Punch real fast. So we're down in the power room. We're going to keep going straight through this shower-like thing, whatever you want to fucking call it. We're going to take a left, and we're going to go through this teleporter. Now, as you can see, we're in the other world, so none of the perks are spawned. The only thing that has spawned are the wall buys stay the same. So I'm actually going to buy this gun right now. This is the last weapon I'm going to get for the game. So I have this and the ray gun Mach 2. So we're going to go through here. As you can see, Pack-a-Punch is down there. We're actually going to go into the showers. And then over here, you're going to see this on the wall. We're going to start repairing the world. So, that thing's going to explode. That's a big one. So now we have to find basically these square stones. You've seen them before maybe, but there's 4 of them. We're going to show you all those locations. There's one right here. Boom. The next one, if this is jugs, we're going to go down here. Take a right. It's right here. The next one, if this is the escargot, or the third one, I should say, we're going to go up to speed. This is the other spawn room. We're going to put this here. The last stone is out in quick revive. If you go over here, this one's the hardest to find. It's over here in the left behind these little plants here. And that's it. But now, this is the tricky part. Not tricky, but the part that people kind of like look over. Basically, now what we have to do is we have to switch the world back. Because now we have to do the same thing on the other side. So Jason and I are going to kill these zombies. And it's going to revert us back. And then you're just going to hit the same stones again in the same order. And now they're going to turn purple and red. Just like that. So that was the first one. Now we're just, again, you guys know where those locations are. I'll quickly re-show you just in case you missed it. So again, if this is the escargot room, we're just going to go upstairs, take a left, take another left. Boom. So now it's purple and red. Jump down to power. We're going to take a left. Come into these showers here, right in this left corner. Through the teleporter. And it's right here. Okay, cool. So now that we're at this point, we're basically done with the Easter egg. We have one more step before the boss. Now, you cannot do this step until, well, you can do it, but this is the point where we recommend you get all the stuff because once you go past this point, you can't go back. So get all the perks that you need, Pack-a-Punch all your weapons. Jason and I are probably gonna just do that. We're just gonna get what we need and then we'll move on to the next step. So Jason and I are all packed. We have all the perks we need. Now we're going to move on to this step. So as I said, this is the last time. Once you do this, you can't go back. So we're going to basically shoot 3 stones along the map. We're in the null, so that means that Pack-a-Punch is open. There's no perks. If you come to this window up here, you'll see this rock. You're going to shoot it. There's 3 of them, so that's the first one. If this is Mule Kick, we're going to come over here. We're going to look out this broken window, and it's in this corner. Left corner. And then the last one is back in spawn. If this is the altar, it's right here. Boom. Okay. Now we are in lockdown. So, before we kill this zombie, let me explain what's going to happen here. Now, basically, it's going to throw a wave at you. So, you have to get through the whole wave. I don't know if this one counts, actually. We might kill this and the boss might start. But once you go through that wave, the boss is going to spawn. The boss is just this giant soul box that spawns right here. All you have to do is just lay into it. It has 3 lives. Eventually, you'll get a hit marker on it, and that's how you know you've been through 1 life. Now, the thing is, I don't know if this scales per person. Like, I don't know if this boss takes more damage because there's the 2 of us. But this boss takes a lot of shots. So, between Jason and I shooting this with Pack-a-Punch weapons, we were still close to running out. But every time you get through a life, it drops a max ammo. But the best way to do this that we found is we're just going to max out the spawns. So we're going to try not to kill very many zombies and just run in a counterclockwise or clockwise circle to make sure that we just don't run into each other. So at this point, we're just going to send it. Hopefully we do well. And yeah, wish us luck. Now this is going to be very interesting. Oh, okay, perfect. So it did just do it. So there's the max ammo. Just automatically start launching into it. You're going to hear the zombie spawning. Try and just run in a circle. Jason, I'm going clockwise, just so you know. Now try and keep an eye out for this thing. Oh, because there's a lot of things you can get stuck on, as you can see.
Stuck in a...
Really? What happened? Oh,
yeah,
shit.
I got stuck on the box location.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, sorry, I don't think I can get you up.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
There's no way. It's just too hard. Wow, I might actually run out of ammo here.
You think strength in numbers is gonna save you?
Got it. Boom. That was close. Sweet.
I'll use freak teeth for
So that's actually the whole Easter egg. We just have to watch this awesome cinematic, destroy the world. That's why it takes a little bit, but it's totally worth it. Ready? Probably gonna speed it up a little bit. So it comes back down and you're like, oh, that's it. No way. Wait a minute, what the fuck is that? Coming in pretty hot. Boom. All right, sweet. That is the whole Easter egg for this map. As you can see, it's not too hard. It's not too easy. It's just a fun Easter egg to do. So, yeah, hopefully this one helped you out. And hopefully we'll see you in the next one. So, laters, guys. Good job, Jason.